But one man who's celebrating tonight is the man who we're about to announce as the 1998 Coach of the Year, and he picks up the magnificent prize from Retrovision as well, the Sony Home Theatre Unit, with thousands of dollars, and of course an indulgence weekend here at the Crown Towers. I think he can indulge himself as much as he likes. Sam Newman to make the presentation.
Well, now look, this is a great pleasure for a number of reasons to present this to Malcolm Blight. If you don't get the Coach of the Year when you coach the Premiership side, I don't know when you would be the Coach of the Year.
Particularly back to back.
We tried to get you on the Footy Show during the year, and we finally got you on the Footy Show Awards night. We do congratulate you sincerely, and I said you're the new benchmarking coaches because you are lateral, obscure and diverse. No one can walk off the ground when their side is still playing. No one can berate ruckman like pitiful pitmen, and at the end of the day have people play for you and not in spite of you. So we congratulate you, and we honestly and sincerely think it's fantastic.
Oh, look, thank you for taking it away from the dinner. I've had a couple of drinks already.
Good on you, mate.
Right, Spider was legless when he came in.
No, I mean, I didn't know anything about this. I mean, I can remember Mick Moldow saying a few years ago when I'd actually coached the losing one against him, he said, I wasn't all that keen on being Coach of the Year, but I'd actually love to be Premiership coach, and I suppose I've got that bit of feeling tonight, and but it's very nice that you and your people acknowledge me.
We have interviewed a number of players after the game and here tonight, and they sworn to some secret pact. Tell us what you said to them at half-time, because at 7 scoring shots to 21, the game was looking ominous.
Yeah, it was actually. I suppose over the last 2 years we've actually been through some emotional roller coasters at the club, and you know, every day that you're behind doesn't actually mean that you're not playing as well as what you can or not trying. And I think it's just one of those assessments that you make. I thought we were trying, we just nothing.
Yeah, no, you were trying.
Nothing absolutely happened. And
was it a semi-spray you gave them, or a mild rebuke, or did you really lay it on the line?
No, it's a secret.
It looked like, Malcolm, that you said, let's take the shackles off here, it's not working, let's just take a few risks and run this footy and see if it can open
Sam,
up.
I didn't mean to say that. The truth of the matter was, it was that we weren't playing like we should, and that's to North credit. I mean, you know, it's always an opposition, but it was really actually just to free up some, you know, we've been beaten badly in the 50-50 balls, and pretty important stat, and yeah, we just freed up some people to run to some different spots. And I suppose that once the impetus starts, footy's a funny game. I mean, it just changes.
To give it, you're everyone ran as a result.
So before you came over during the week, did you feel that North Melbourne were the definite favourites or not?
Oh, look, I did, Sam. I mean, I've 11 in a row. I mean, that's...
the last 6 under lights, so that must have given you some confidence?
Now, seriously, I never thought about that. We've been 5 on the road and 6 out of 7 and all that. We've played 15 times in the state. So we've had a pretty hard task too. So I was hoping they couldn't see the ball for the sunshine, but I mean, that was only... And at half-time, I can fair dinkum tell you, I wish they would have put their sunglasses back on.
Malcolm, at the start of the year we spoke to you for the More Than a Game documentary, and you said ruthless was the word, that if people didn't toe the line, if their toes went over it, you'd chop them off. Unfortunately, you had to do that along the way. Tony Modra fell by the wayside in your campaign to win the flag. It's a tough game, isn't it? I mean, tonight you can celebrate. You've got 22 of the happiest blokes in the world, and there's always somebody who misses out. It is a tough game. Coach of the Year award, it's sometimes just the hardest job in the caper.
Oh, look, I mean, it's not the job that you want to do if you don't want to make those decisions. And I think that probably, you know, I heard Ray Jordan say last year, which I'd never really heard before, that probably coaching is a bit about courage. I mean, it's a different sort of courage that we all think of courage, but it probably is. I mean, if you think that's the path you should go, for goodness sake, not quite put the blinkers on, but get some guys that actually want to go that way.
Well, you thought that with Tony Modra. You were up front with him. You told him early in the week, a couple of weeks ago, he wasn't going to play.
I did say,
what is the future of someone like Tony Modra?
Oh, Tony's contracted for the next 2 years, but it was no different. I really feel for Tony. This is quite honestly, it's no different to what I did to Tyson Edwards or James Tyson or Ben Marsh or Kane Johnson, or in fact the guys you've taken off. I mean, we sent them back early in the week this year and last year for that same reason. That look, go back and understand you're going to play there this week. that doesn't mean your career's over. Just go back and try and learn, and this is what I want you to do. It's as simple as that. I mean, the fact that I can't control what somebody else does after I talk to a player, if they want to go and talk to somebody else and tell the whole world about it, I sleep pretty easy at night.
Malcolm, that's the tough bit. Tonight's the fun bit.
Yeah, of course.
It's great, isn't it? Forget about that for 5 minutes.
Actually, fantastic.
2 as a player, now 2 as a coach. A fantastic situation for you to be able to get them back again this year and do it the hard way. Not only today at half-time, but also in the run into the finals, losing to Gary's Mob Melbourne and then coming back from there.
I'm glad they didn't get there.
Exactly.
Gary, I'm glad you didn't get there. Seriously.
I know we're just out of time here, but at Geelong, you couldn't snare one. What is the difference between the Geelong side you coached? Just not a comparison, or
Sam, I'd love to ask you, and I can't, because I see blokes trying to achieve all the time, and there were some fantastic players at Geelong. We had some great times. For some reason or other, whoever it is, whatever it is, it just did not happen. I can't be any more plain or blunt than that.
Malcolm, there's a lot of people in Adelaide watching tonight. Have you got anything for the Adelaide supporters there? Waiting for you to come home tomorrow?
I think it's probably going to be...
last year when you unveiled Knighton, you'll be Lord White.
Actually, Sam, I can honestly say that if it means politician, I'd have to try and please about 40 people a week. Trying to please politicians, I couldn't do that job, I can assure you.
Malcolm, thanks very much for joining us, mate, and letting us interrupt your dinner. I'm sure you're pretty hungry and all the rest of it, but you'll have a great summer again, and good luck in 1999.
Thank you.
Malcolm Blight.